Hey guys, this is Odd1 Gaming. This is going to be another King Arthur Legends Rise video. In today's video, I'm going to show you the team that I'm using for the Burning Land Gorgos on stages 8 and 9. So pretty much the same team works on both levels. It just depends on the gear level that you have. If you're just going to be stuck at 8 or 9, or maybe if you can even push to stage 10. Now, I wanted to show this one specifically today because I have unlocked a lot more in the game. So because I passed through the story and I beat campaign stage 5-7 on hard, I have unlocked a few more important things that allowed me to boost my account. And those things are going to be, first of all, the Fortress of Arceus, which is going to allow us to start forging belt, globes, and also banners, which obviously after we awaken people, we can give them these gear sets. But then at the same time, I've also unlocked, which I've not tried yet, on the Seal Temple, the relic skill up as well. And this is really important. By the time we get to unlock these two and we start forging more gear, start leveling up the relics as well, everything else is going to become so much easier. Now, I want to quickly show you as well the fact that I was going to do a video on the dungeons, right? On the gear dungeons. However, I wanted to only make a video once I got to the 5-star gear. I guess I can show you, I can also show you the teams that I'm currently using. So for example, for this one, stage 5, this is the team that I'm using and I can beat it pretty easily. Then if we're going to the other one, to Origin of Apollea, I'm at stage 6. I cannot quite beat stage 7 where we only start getting 5-star gear. This is going to be, I guess, the video that I'm going to be making for tomorrow. But I still need to get some better gear. I need to get some of those other awakenings because I'm not quite there yet, right? I'm not quite there. I can beat stage 6. This is my team for stage 6. Again, for farming the gear. And then this one I just opened, and honestly for Arceus, I easily got to stage 4 with just this team. I just threw this team, I went through it, I chose the right relics that are going to be strong against it, or at least neutral, and then I just went with it, and then I got stuck over here. So that's, I just want to show a quick overview. Now, let's jump back to Gorgos, right? And I guess there's no point in me showing you stage 8, I can straight up go to stage 9, and it's pretty much the same team that I used before, and it's one of those, you know, the most, I guess, one of the most free-to-play friendly ones that I can see out there, but it does require a strong damage over time hero, and in my case, it's gonna be Anguish. I do have him Chivalry 8, which is gonna help a ton, because on Chivalry 8, he has the 50% chance to land the bleed, so that's gonna be more dot, but it works even without it. Now, on stage 9, it's not always 100%, okay? I'm just gonna run it now once and show you that it also depends a little bit on the RNG of how the boss hits me, where he prioritizes the hits and all that, because if I don't land enough damage over time, or if I get some bad hits on the same person a couple of times in a row, it's gonna be just failing. Now, the priority ones that should not die, right, or should not be the focus of those hits and survive are gonna be Anguish and Djerit, okay? If any of these two gets hit several times and they die, the run pretty much fails. The reason why it fails with Anguish, the way that I've set it up, is, well, if he dies, obviously, I'm not going to have that damage over time landed anymore. If the Djerit dies, I'm not going to have the full cleansing of the Scorch that the boss does, and at the same time, he does that attack gauge boost whenever he does this. See, boom, that plus 400. And if I don't have that, it's not necessarily of the attack gauge. That's really important. But having that cleansing, if that cleansing does not land, it's a massive problem. So, for example, now, if the boss did a single target hit to, and it would have hit Anguish, this round would have been over on stage 9 because, again, he just takes too much damage, right? The survivability isn't quite there. There's still stuff I can improve, but so far I'm surviving. Now, one key thing about this one is the fact that I have everybody with a Frost Relic. If they don't all have a Frost Relic, it's a bit trickier because the boss hits so hard that it pretty much kills us. Now, let's see. For this one, okay, he does the AoE hit. We're still fine. It's the point where he gets to do that single target hit 2 times. That one hits so hard that if you're like halfway through your health, you're pretty much dead. See, like that one. Okay, so in this case, my, what's the name? My Isolde died, but this one should still be okay, right? This one should still work because I still have over here my Sarah as my healer. I still have Anguish to land the damage over time. And I still have the Djerit to do the cleansing and to still make me survive. See, okay, now he died as well. It's, you know, it can be a bit tricky, but I might still do it, right? It all depends, again, how many damage over time hits does he land. If he doesn't land it, then it's done. And that's the hit that I was talking about. That doesn't work, you know, that hits so hard that it pretty much clears us. Now, I've tried different variations with this. I've tried with focusing the specific skill orders. I've tried to letting them do YOLO, and this one's not 100% on 9. It is 100% on stage 8. However, this rotation is the one that works best for me in this, you know, for this stage. Let me show you, I guess, the one that I'm using. So when it comes to the Djerit, you want him to do the A2 always, because he removes 1 damage over time, which is really amazing. Honestly, I could not even put the first hit, because he's always going to do the second skill, as he has a vigor set, and there's always going to be at least 2 vigor. When it comes to Sarah, honestly, I tried the variation between making her use the skill 3, skill 2, or whatever, and it seems like the easiest and the most reliable for me was to let her full YOLO, at least in the current rotation with the current speeds that I have. When it comes to Isolde, she's just in there to do her second skill, which heals and also puts recovery over time. Plus, every third time that she uses this, she has a passive that removes another damage over time, which can help if, like, the Djerit dies towards the end. And then when it comes to Anguish, he will always prioritize the third skill and then the first one. You don't want to use the second one because there's no dot to steal, right? There's no buffs to steal from the boss, so this is all that I'm letting them do. Now again, this is gonna depend on your builds, it's gonna depend on your stats, your speed, the rotations, because you know what? It's again, it's not a perfect team, it's not a perfect ideal, you know, end game. This is going to be the team that I'm going to use forever, because I'm still going to have to play with it. And I guess once I get to a really consistent one on stage 10 with the right speeds, with everything, I'm going to make a video on that one as well. And then I'm going to show you, because one thing that also matters is the speeds that they have, right? Because, for example, it might work better if I have, I don't know, Anguish always go first, the Djerit always go last, so that the cleansing, the vigor is there, you know, there's so many things to take into consideration that can make this either work or fail. Or, like, you know, you see the RNG of I'm just not landing stuff. Or even with, this is one thing that I don't like, honestly, with the just letting the AI do whatever they want, because you saw there, Sarah should have done the third skill, her third heal, which is a bigger heal, in order to save herself, but she didn't do that, and this one can be tricky, right? It could fail, but at the same time, it could not. If Anguish lands enough of his chills, then we're good. Even like this, see, I just need to land a couple of more ults without dying, and this run's still a success, right? So I'm gonna do a cleanse now. Let's see, do I land at least one more chill? I do. Let's see, do we die? No, it's still gonna work, right? See, he still has a burn. Now Anguish needs to land just one chill, and we should be good. See, there we go. It is a little bit of RNG. Keep in mind there's skill ups that can happen still. Like, you know, I have no skill ups, I have no relic awakenings. I specifically did not level up anything before I made this video, so that I can show you how it works at this stage, and then, you know, once I'm gonna start leveling up, I'm gonna show you how it works afterwards. Now, let's have a look at the builds, right? Let's have a look at what exactly do I have. So, starting with Anguish, there's nothing scaled up on his passives. There's nothing scaled up on his relic, okay? He's just base form, and that's about it. I do have him, like I said, the, what's it called, Chivalry 8, which gives him this 50% chance to land the bleed, and that gives us, obviously, some more damage over time, which is going to be amazing, because it kills the boss faster. And then, when it comes to the, obviously, he's 2-star awakened, there's so much more, I can go to like 3, 4, whatever, but I've not done that. Skill up, I've not done it yet, because I was waiting for this to happen, and honestly, I'm not sure I really care about this, right? This is the one that I would care about. If I can land this one, more often to increase the dot damage taken, then this is gonna be better. So this is gonna be the RNG of where it's gonna land. But let's have a look at his equipment. He is running a vigor set, and then a random set after that. I don't have a complete set, I'm still farming things. So total stats you can see over here, good HP, decent attack speed, and then high effect accuracy, because this is what I care about most, so that he lands his chill on his third skill and on the fourth skill. Now, the next one that's in the team is going to be Isolde, okay? Isolde, pretty much same build. She's in Vigor plus a life set. She also has a life set. I did give her a little bit of effect accuracy, because sometimes when Anguish does his first skill, she has a chance to join, and then she might land a chill on the first skill as well. But again, mostly I care about her to do the healing. That's all she's in there to do. Again, I'm not sure she's really mandatory. Any other healer that you have a Frost Relic, keep that in mind. Frost Relic, so you take less damage. Any other healer that with a Frost Relic should work just fine instead of Isolde in this team. And again, same principle. She is 4-star awakened actually, but I only have like 3-star belt and 3-star orb. Then relics, no level ups. It is level 21 relic, and then again nothing, just 1 level up here on the passive, and this one just increases the activation. It's a chance, 80% chance to trigger when an ally recovers HP. This can be really good. When a healing happens, then she has a chance to remove 1 damage over time. Obviously, when you max it, it's 90%, still not 100%. It can help, but the Djerit does most of the job in this team. Now, let's look at the next one. So the next one that's really good is Sarah. Again, for her, you really need the Frost Relic, right? If you do not have the Frost Relic, then it's going to be tricky, because when you have the Storm one, she's going to be destroyed by the boss, and she's going to die too fast. She's not going to be able to survive. It might work with the Fire one as well, but you might need higher stats than what I'm showing you. Again, it seems like I can advance it. Let me just advance this one, because why not? Give me a few more stats in here for the next video, or for the next time I push something. Then if we look at the equipment, again, Vigor. Vigor set is where it's at for most people, at least at this stage from what I noticed. It's better than having the healing set, the recovery one, because having more Vigor means you can do your third skill faster. It means your Anguish or whoever your damage over time is can do their big skills more often. So that's why everybody in this team is going to be in a Vigor. I just forge a lot, and they're not the perfect pieces. I mean, I have crit damage on her. Like, that doesn't help her with anything. Now, the total stats that she has, 14,000 HP. Again, you see her attack speed, some defense, and then honestly, nothing else matters. You just care about her HP, attack speed, and then to be in a Vigor set, and you're good to go. Relic, level 34 star. Again, no awakenings, no skill ups for the relic, so, you know, there's still lots of space to improve. And then the last one, which is the MVP, again, the Djerit, the uncommon, the amazing. I just have 1 level up in here, but I don't think that's, you know, this really matters, but it should be pretty easy, right? It should be pretty easy, because you need the uncommon stuff as long as you got lucky while farming, or if you bought them from the market. Then when it comes to his relic, I have the Frost one that I'm using. Again, keep in mind, Frost is strong against fire, so you want that, so you take less damage. Level 21, I could take it to 30 and advance it. That's gonna be helpful, but again, no skill ups on this. And then when it comes to equipment, same principle, Vigor plus an HP one. I managed to complete it, and these are his stats. You only care HP and defense. That's it. Like, you don't care about him doing damage. You don't care about him doing anything else. You just want survivability with HP defense, maybe some attack speed so he goes more often, and then having the Vigor set, and that's all he needs to do. Don't care effect accuracy, don't care anything else. That's all. So it's pretty straightforward, and from my point of view, it seems pretty easy, right? Pretty easy, considering that, again, this is a pretty free-to-play relatable, and, you know, I'm not saying free-to-play friendly, everybody can do it, because if you didn't focus your chivalry on Anguish to get him to the level that I have mine on, it might not be as easy, right? I knew that he was going to be good for every single dungeon. That's why I took him to chivalry 8 with these ones, right? Every time I got myself some rare memory stones, I just use them on him, right? Rare master memory stones, go on Anguish till you get into 8, and then you can stop. The reason I'm saying that, the other 2 would help, but you might pull more copies of him, so you can just use those ones. Save your chivalries to use on other people, such as like Sarah, for example. Next time I'm gonna get some chivalry, I want to give her 1 chivalry, because she has a chance to remove debuff every time she does a skill, so it's gonna be better. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it at this for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. Again, tomorrow, if I manage to beat stage 7 of Apolea, I'm gonna make a video on it, but this one's gonna be completely different, because like I mentioned, this is gonna be the team, but hopefully I'm gonna start getting more awakenings over here. I can start getting better belts, better globes, and, you know, a lot better stats, because otherwise I just cannot do it with only rares or lower, which is what I'm mostly trying to focus and show on my channel, right? But yeah, thank you all for watching, guys. As always, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.
fight with honor. Vanquish the wicked, and you may prove worthy of your legacy.